It is time for another installment of Mantroll's Movies You Should See. I mentioned this movie yesterday in my video log. The movie is called Idiocracy. I like this movie because the whole world has become idiotic, much as most of humanity appears to be today. Only more so. So the protagonist in Idiocracy was Joe Bowers, who is played by Luke Wilson, who is the less talented of the Wilsons. Maya Rudolph played a prostitute. Dax Shepard, who is with the ever-lovely Kristen Bell, played a guy named Frito. The whole plot of the story is that Luke and Rita sign up for an experiment in cryogenics. They get frozen, and then everybody forgets them for 500 years. Then there's a big accident in a trash facility, and they fall out, and Joe ends up in Frito's living room in his cryogenic chamber. And when they wake up, they're like in the future. And even though they were pretty stupid when they were put in the freezer things, they're now like the smartest people in the world. Unfortunately, they're not smart enough to know what's going on for a while, so they get captured. Well, the guy gets captured because he's like really stupid. The girl actually figures out how to play her charm and good looks into money, much like she did in her previous job in the present time. So Luke talks Frito into taking him to the time machine, which is in a giant Costco, which is like as big as a city. It's pretty much like today. Only the time machine was just a really cheesy dark ride. That was the best part of the movie for me, watching the carnival ride. So anyway, this place has a problem. They were like watering all of their plants with Gatorade, which is not good. But the Gatorade company, who pretty much ran the whole planet, like convinced everybody that electrolytes were what plants needed. The Gatorade is actually called brownie, because brownie is what plants crave, except they don't. So they killed all the plants and everybody was going to starve. So President Camacho makes Joe Secretary of Interior because he has such a brilliant IQ. Which, as you know, in real life, we don't pick people to be in government because they're the smartest people in the world. Joe just wants to save Rita, so he has Rita brought in and they think he just wants her as a prostitute. But she helps him figure out how to like water the plants with real water. So he came up with this idea. He said, if you just water the plants with water, everything will work out. It doesn't work so well. And meanwhile, because they started watering the plants with water, the Gatorade company went bankrupt and they employed everybody. And so nobody had jobs, so everybody got mad. So they decided to send him into the arena. The arena is a place where they put him in a little Volkswagen Beetle and run him over with a monster truck. Because monster trucks are the way they like do their justice system. But in the last minute, one of the guys he sends out with the camera finds little tiny shoots of plants growing in the water. And everybody realizes he was right. And so they don't kill him. Then he gets married to the smart girl, and they have like 3 children who are all smart. And he's like the president of the world. And his friend gets married to some other girl who's really stupid. And they have like 17 kids, which is like apparently what the whole problem is, that the people who are really smart don't have any kids, and the people who are stupid have lots of kids. And so in the end, like there's only stupid people. So all in all, it's a really fun movie. I obviously should have done a spoiler alert at the beginning, so I'm going to go back in time. Idiocracy, spoiler alert. I'm going to tell you how the movie ends. Although you could have guessed that everything's going to end well. You'll probably get the girl, and the world will be saved. You could have guessed that. Anyway, that's that movie.